All right, so we are now on slide 3, and you're going to start off by adding an emphasis effect to the title. So mine probably doesn't look like yours, so just ignore the other stuff that I have right now. Just focus on this part of the screen on the actual slide. So you're going to select your title, which should say favorites. And I apologize if I've gone over this already. I can't remember what I've gone over because I'm recording this like way after the fact. But regardless, you've got 3 different types of effects. You have your entrance, which is what's going to happen when the object comes onto the screen, the effect. Then you have your emphasis, which happens while the object is on the screen. And then you have your exit, which happens when the object leaves the screen. And you can see your entrance effects are green, emphasis are yellow, and exit are red. So for now, select that and then choose an effect, emphasis effect. I chose teeter. And then once you choose an effect, you can see a number 1 is assigned, meaning that is the first thing on the screen that has an effect. If you want, you can watch it by clicking preview, or you can watch it full screen by going down here and clicking on your slideshow option there. All right, so pause me if you need to and go ahead and add on that emphasis effect. And then we already did 2 because we previewed it. Now we're going to add a different entrance effect onto each one of our bullet points. So now we're not doing emphasis, we're doing entrance. So to do it individually, all you have to do is select whatever it is that you want to have the effect. This time we are going to stick with our green entrance effects. There are more entrance effects down here if you want to check those out. But for the sake of time, I'm just going to go ahead and select one. I'm going to choose the swivel. Okay, so and then again, you can see the number 2 popped up, meaning that's the second animation that's going to happen on your slide. I'm going to go ahead and now you're going to pause me, and I want you to go ahead and add an effect to each of the rest of your bullet points on that slide. Pause me now. All right, once you have put on all of your entrance animations, again, you can see that they are numbered in the order that they will appear. So every time you add effects or animations onto your slide, you always want to rewatch it in slideshow mode, which means full screen, so that you can make sure that everything flows as you want it to flow. So to do that, you're going to come here to the slideshow tab, and then you're going to click from current slide. You can either watch it from the beginning, which means it's going to take you through every single slide, but you don't always have to watch it from the beginning. If you're just fine-tuning a particular slide, you just want to hit watch from current slide. So once you select watch from current slide, it should appear full screen. Now watch, I have these all set to go as my mouse clicks. So my favorites is up there. When I click the mouse, you're going to see that emphasis effect. And then when I click the mouse again, you'll start to see each of my favorites coming in with their entrance effects. And then when you get to the end, you can just hit the escape key, and that will take you out of the full screen mode. All right, guys, I apologize if this is really jumpy. My computer is being really wonky, and I am having one issue after the next. Anyways, okay, here we are, step 5. It says add 1 exit effect to the entire set of bullet points. Now, here's where it gets a little tricky. Since you already have, Michael, once again, it was messing with me. Since you already have effects on all of, or animations, excuse me, on all of your objects that are on the screen so far, your text, you can't select them and go back up and change them because it will replace what you currently have. So what you have to do when you want to add another animation to something that already has an animation, you want to add multiple animations to the same object. In this case, we're going to do it to the entire text box. So you're going to come up here and click the text box to select it. Now you're going to come up here and hit add animation. Once you hit add animation, now you can select the exit effect that you're going to choose, and it will individually have each of those items within that text box exit at the same time. I mean, one at a time, but you don't have to add a different effect to each one. And then you can see now the order of the effects. All right, go ahead and add your exit effect to the entire text box. And then the last thing you're going to do on this slide, sorry guys, I had to record this last minute. A bunch of kids just came in. Shh. So last thing you're going to do, and I'm not going to show you mine, but you're going to go ahead and watch yours again in slideshow mode. So if you forget how to do that, you're just going to come up here, click slideshow, go ahead and hit current slide, then click through all your animations and just make sure it's set up the way that it is supposed to be set up. And then the last thing you want to make sure to do is save, so you don't lose your work.